The sky is crying. Look at the tears roll down the street. The sky is crying. Look at the tears roll down the street. I've been looking for my baby, and I wonder where can she be?
But see, I'm not really a solo performer, and so there I was thinking only playing time, and I was improvising, but I had to be my own meter there because I had no assistance. So when you play from that point, if you play with a conviction yourself, when you play in a group, instead of playing over the music, you play inside the time always. So when you play inside the time as a group, that strengthens the groove of the rhythm section. So when you have that there, that's when you're going to be most creative, and the time is the strongest. So the drummer, needless to say, is the most important person in the band, besides the melody in the front. But for timing, that's why it's a very critical chair, because the dynamics of coming up and down in a song, you have to be listening to each other, because if one person doesn't move with the up and down drop in the dynamics, they don't happen. That person either play through it, but a good rhythm section will hear. You're always listening to each other so that you hear the volume level move. And it's especially when you're accompanying a singer, or when you come to the chorus of a song or the verse, you know, during the chorus it will raise, and during the right it will also raise, but during the verse it will come down. But after a while you get used to playing like this. If you're playing a rhythm section that works together all the time, you'll acquire that. And so it's really important to know how to accompany. And so in that way, you do that well, and you know a lot of different styles of music. If you're a working musician, you'll always work if you can do that. But you know, that's kind of one of the keys of music. Is like, well, how do you make a living playing music? And I don't know exactly what to say about that, but I've always done it all my life. And I think it's something that you just, what I had to do early on in my career was I just thought that you don't take an outside job. I'm not saying that that's for everyone to do, but if you're persistent, it's like I was talking to a professional piano player just a little while ago, and he was telling me, okay, now I'm playing in a restaurant as a trio. You know, you can make your own job, and you can teach music to other people that are learning. So there's always something that you can do. And if you always have your instrument in front of you, then you're going to grow as a musician. But if you have to stop, and you know, some people, I understand you have families or whatever you have, you can't do it full time. But it's better to be totally dedicated and then give it at least, you know, give it your best shot. If you're gonna do it, you know, practice your instrument, because it's hard. It's not easy to practice. It's more fun to play than it is to learn songs, and you know. But if you can study as much as you can, and if you can write songs, a lot of people don't know that they can write because they're not experimenting. If you can do that as a group, watch what's going on around you, contemporary music-wise, and try to learn from that. So, is there any questions out there from the players? Does anybody have any questions for me? Okay, here's one from
How has soul and R&B changed from the 70s to today's date?
Okay, that's a good question. And what happened to that was rap music dominated like the Motown and the soul and the groups like Chicago, Tower Power, Blood, Sweat and Tears, James Brown, Bonnie Hathaway, the Spinners, all the classic music that we listen to now, the Temptations, and all the stuff that's been around for years now. Stevie Wonder, and beautiful composing, Beatles, you know, all beautiful songs. So the difference is now that rap music is it's very cheap to make in the recording business. So if you're in the business of records, because you have in the music world, you have art versus business.